Annual planning for real estate agents doesn't have to be difficult. The key is keeping it simple. Don't be overwhelmed. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. Hi everybody, Paul Vojchehoske, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about agent planning. It's a great time of year to start thinking about what you're going to do for the next year. Problem with agents most of the time is they start and then they quit because it gets overwhelming. Maybe you're on YouTube, maybe you've hired a coach and there's so many moving parts to it, you just get so overwhelmed, you're like, I'm done. Don't be like that. There's a simple and easy method to create a plan for next year's success. We call it the GPS business planning system. It's not new, but it's really good to utilize. It stands for goals, priorities, and strategies. All right, it all starts with the big goal, or what I call the BHAG, the big, hairy, audacious goal. All right, what is it that you want to do for the following year? And this goal has to be measurable. It has to be something like gross commission income, the total number of transactions or units, maybe sales volume, net income. It's whatever you want, whatever your end in mind is. The most common is probably gross commission income or some type of volume or units. All right, so write that in here. So in our example, we're just going to say, let's say it's going to be gross commission income, and your goal is to make $100,000 in the upcoming year. And notice I got a number over here on the right-hand side. There's only one goal. That's it. What is your big goal that you want for the next year? A lot is not good. The more you have, the less likely you're going to attain it. The next part here is what we have, the P's. This stands for priorities. All right, so how are your priorities going to help you reach your big goal? Take some time to think about these. What is it that you want to do to achieve to get that $100,000 in gross commission income? I'll give you some examples. So maybe we're going to focus on lead gen. Maybe that's one we want to focus on. Another one might be start a team. That's kind of the big thing right now, start a team. It allows you to leverage your activities. CRM, hopefully you have some kind of contact management system in place. If you don't, that's a priority that definitely needs to be done. Maybe you want to increase your list to buy ratio. In this business, you list, you last. Maybe last year you had, or this current year you've had a lot of buyer transactions and you want to up that on the list side. Another one may be farming. You want to start some farms. Interestingly enough, this past couple of years, what I'm finding is, well, two things. Number one, back in the 2008, 9, 10, 11 time frame, the agents that did very well, they had established farms. For those, when things got tight here recently, where there wasn't a lot of inventory, it was interesting. The ones who had established farms did very well. I'm a big believer in farms. Maybe you want to do a complete rebrand. You know, maybe you're using your prom photos and all your marketing materials is out of date and you want to do a substantial rebrand. I'm just giving you a couple of examples here. You need to sit down and strategize. What is it that you need to do? What are your priorities? And notice over here, there's a number 3. 3 is it. Maybe you only have one. I've seen agents only have 1 or 2, but no more than 3 because you'll never achieve it if you have more than 3. All right, whatever you've selected here, let's say you're going to do lead generation is going to be number 1, your contact management system is going to be number 2, and let's say you're going to start a farm, that's going to be number 3. Then we get into our strategies. All right, our strategies help us achieve our priorities, and both of those help us achieve our big goal. All right, so let's take a look at some things. These are just examples that you can use. Lead generation. What are some things? Well, number 1, let's say we're going to do hours. We're going to establish hours. 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day, 5 days a week between 10 a.m. and 12 and noon, and you're going to be calling FSBOs. All right, that may be one idea. Another one might be by Zillow and Trulia leads. You're going to look into that. Let's see, another one is 2 opens per month. Your listing or maybe somebody else's. Maybe you're going to launch a website or start a blog. Social media. You're going to start using social media. The point is, we're just going to list our 5 strategies for lead generation. What are you going to do to, these strategies help you achieve your goal with lead generation. Let's look at our second one, contact management system. Number 1, we got to get one. We have to establish one. That's the first thing. S2. Another one might be to organize your sphere of influence. Even if you're a new agent, every agent has a sphere of influence. Even if it's friends and family, every new agent that started out, most of their business the first year comes from friend and family. All right, so right here we have a sphere of influence. We're going to organize it and we're going to get it into our CRM. I know this is going to come up, so what is a CRM or some examples? It can be anything from like MailChimp, it's just an email service, to maybe you're using Buffini and everything in between. Do a little research. Take a couple of weeks and research good CRMs. There's a lot of good ones out there that are inexpensive and that are pretty powerful. So we have that sphere of influence, we organize it, we put it into our established CRM, and then we have a daily goal of maybe 3 new contacts every single day that we're going to put into our CRM. Maybe they're people that came through our open house. Maybe it's somebody that we ran into at a birthday party. It doesn't matter. We should every day strive to have X number of new contacts put into our database. All right. Another one might be to prioritize our sphere of influence into A, B, C, or D. That's for a different video, but it's just something to think about. All right, let's go to farming. So maybe you want to establish a farm. So strategy number 1 might be to research and select 3 subdivisions or 3 areas of town that you want to farm. And they can also be, we call them target markets, so it might be a grouping of people, maybe attorneys or doctors or dentists, or it's physical house locations in a subdivision or an area. Strategy number 2 is going to be establishing maybe a newsletter for that farm that you're going to be hammering every month with your newsletters and emails and so on and so forth. Another one might be to S3 might be to launch a website specifically for that farm, or maybe a newsletter. We already got that up there. So point is for each one of these, you have 3 to 5 strategies for each priority. Key to all of this to make it work is everything must be scheduled. That means getting a planner, having it on your phone, and making sure that on 10 to noon every day, you're scheduling nothing but you're calling FSBOs or making phone calls. Every one of these tasks that's here must be planned, put into a planner, and executed. Without execution, you're guaranteeing failure, okay? But keep it simple. This is your format. Keep it very simple. And I guess the last thing I would tell you is there's a famous logo that's out there, a marketing logo. It's called Just Do It. It's Nike's. And with everything to be successful, you just got to do it. So take some time, research, come up with your goals, your goal, your strategies, and your priorities, and put it to work. Down below, I'm going to have a link to a form that you can get this. It'll be in Word format, so you can download it and make adjustments and whatnot. And while you're at it, do me a favor. If you would subscribe to the YouTube channel and also like Facebook page, I would love that. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Even if you don't like it, it's action on my YouTube channel, so that's good. And hey, I look forward to you having a very good, prosperous next year.